higher, 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 higher. Keep climbing higher, 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 higher. Light up, light up, light up, light up, light up, light up, light up. Higher, higher, raise the glass.
Hello and welcome to TechChecker. Today I'm going to be showing you this upgraded version of a waterproof sports action camera with Wi-Fi and Ultra HD, 14 megapixel sensor and 170 degree wide angle DVR camcorder. So let's have a look. Got the black version. It says it does 4K Ultra HD and 1080p in 60 frames, so that'd be good for slow motion. Says that you get some different attachments with it. 170 degrees, 4K, 2.7K at 30 frames, 1080 at 60, 720 at 60. Video format is movie.mov. Compression is H.264. Takes micro SD card, trans flash. Class 10. Make sure you get a good speed one like a Toshiba. You want one which is going to be good for reading and writing for the 4K, especially for the writing. Single shot, self timer, Wi-Fi, supports Android and iOS, image transfer, remote control, settings, syncs. It's got all sorts. Frequency 50 and 60 Hz, USB connection, HDMI connection, power source is 5 volt 1 amp, battery is a 900 milliamp, charging time about 1.5 hours, and it works with Windows, XP Vista, Windows 7 and Mac OS, and dimensions are 27 x 16 by 63 millimeters. It comes with a waterproof case and some other stuff. So let's get into the box. This is £58.99. So everything you see is displayed here. So a bit of light on it. Right, so we have an extender, a swan neck type mount, a dry mount, just a normal mount if you're not going underwater or getting wet, an extender, tripod mount, opposite end to a tripod mount, another extender, USB lead, bike mount, a flat mount with 3M tape or some tape on it, another one there with some tape on it, a USB charging plug which is always handy, a battery, a spare back glass, some velcro tape, some more sticky pads. Well, that's interesting. Not many companies supply you with this. So this is if you want to wire it up to a power supply so that you can have it going constantly. So that's quite good that they've included that. I've never seen that included in the device before. If you're using something like a gimbal or whatever, they often have these on, so that's quite handy. Never seen that before. Some zip ties, manual, and another manual. Chinese one, so I'll stick all these bits back in there, what I'm not going to need for the minute, but I won't be able to get it all back in there how they got it in. I'll give it a go. So here's the camera itself. It's got a protective screen, protective sticker on the screen. Let's take it out of the case. Come out, there we go. So I need to take that off so I can do some recording. Don't need that. I'm going to leave the sticker on the back of the screen just for a bit of protection. So you've got the micro SD card, the mini micro HDMI and the input for the power USB. We've got an OK button, a power button, an up and a down, a speaker, and I think that's it. So let's get a memory card to start with. So I'm using a Toshiba, nice fast speed one. Stick that in. Does it go around that way? That way. I think I'm not having any nails. I can't stick anything down. There you go. Right. So the battery goes in here. You pull that back and it should pop open. Again, another time when you really could do with some nails. Let me use my knife again. Oh, that's good. Okay. So it actually comes with two batteries. You've got a battery in it and you've got the spare battery. So that's a bonus. Let's just see if this battery's got any power on it. Yep, says it's got full power, so I'm going to stick this back. So the pointy end goes this end. It started recording already, let's stop that. Okay, okay. So let's go through the menu. I'm just pressing the OK button. Unfortunately this is all in Chinese. Okay, so if you get your device and it's like this and it's in Chinese, you need to find this little bubble icon here. Click on that, then press the up button till you find English, and press OK, and that changes it all to English. So I'll quickly go through the different menus now. Hopefully you'll be able to see that on the screen. Right, so first one we got is movie mode. Click on that. You've got 3840 by 2160 at 15 frames per second. You've then got 2K, which is 2688 by 1520, 30 frames, 1920 by 1080, which is 1080p at 60 frames, and 30 frames, and also you've got 720p at 60 frames. I'm going to leave it on the 2K one. Because I can edit that, that's fine. I think the 15 frames is probably going to be a little bit too low and juddery. If it was 30 frames that'd be fine, but 15 frames is a bit low. So it's a good camera for 2K. I wouldn't say it's brilliant for 4K because 15 frames a second is going to be a bit jittery, so I'm going to leave that on that. We've got still image size. I'm going to leave that on 14 megabytes. Movie clip time I'm going to leave to off because I just want a permanent record mode. I don't want to have to worry about it. Different clip sizes. That's good for if you're using it in car mode though. Movie off time, just leave that. I'm leaving it on 0. Motion detection, that's something else for the car. If you're going to be using this in the car, if someone walks in front of the camera, it's going to start to record. You can have that on low, medium or high settings. You can use it as a CCTV camera as well, if you wanted. Motion event record, tell you the amount of time you want to record it for, whether it's for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 or a minute. Video time lapse I'm going to leave off. Sound record I want that on. Now normally in the waterproof cases you're not going to be interested in the sound, you're not going to get it, it's going to be muffled by the case, but when it's in the external outdoor case it should be okay, the recording of the sound. I will be testing that out. Burst capture, I'm just going to leave that on low. Time lapse, that's another good feature, so if you want to do some time lapse recording you can do that. Exposure I'm going to leave that on 0. ISO, auto, volume I'm going to leave there. Beep I'm going to leave on. Power off I'm going to leave it to never, so the screen's always going to stay on unless I actually turn it off, and the power also. The clock set, you change that, so 2016, the month is the 10th, the date is the 8. The time is 15:20. That's done. Language, as I said, I'll leave that on English. TV system, I'm in England, so it's going to be PAL. If you're in America, it's going to be NTSC. I'm having to tilt the screen at an angle, otherwise you're not going to be able to see it at all. If I turn it like that, it's going to sort of wash out. So I'm just tilting it at an angle so you can see it. You can have it HDMI out as 1080p or 720p. Flicker, I'm going to leave that on 50 Hz. LCD rotate, so if you're having it upside down, you can have the screen turned around. LCD power save, you can have it go off automatically after 1 minute or 3 minutes. I'm going to leave that off because I want it on all the time. On screen display, I'm going to leave that on. The app is for the Android or the App Store, Android or the iOS Store to download the app. I couldn't get that to work myself. I'm still looking into that. If I get that working, I'll let you know in the comments, but as yet I couldn't get that working. Format a card. I'd always recommend that you format a card when you put it in, and you're also going to need a decent class 10 card. I use a Toshiba. It's got good read and write speed. Reset the setup and the firmware version. So there you go. So that's all of the settings. Let's get out of that. So it automatically goes onto camera, and it's saying there 2.7K. That's the recording, the microphone, the battery power, the Wi-Fi signal, the time. You click it once, it takes you to the picture mode. You can take a still picture. There you go, you heard that. Click it again. It take you to the file. If you had a movie on there, it'll be on there. Click it again. There's the picture that I just took, so you can view that. Click it again, and it takes you to the menu, and then you're back to the video. So I'm going to go and test the video quality of it out now, and I will be attaching it to the end of the clip, and hopefully this video is of some help to you.
There's a pretty cat. Yeah. Hello, pretty cat. Dog cat. They come for a walk first. Close now. Just going to go my normal route, what I would take when I'm testing out a dash cam. There we go.